Okay, one of the things I'm going to do before I put my sterile gloves on, and these things should, every time it's used, it should be thoroughly cleaned with peroxide, put in a bag or a container so that it remains clean. You don't want this just hanging out at the bedside. You want to make sure this may stain the septic. So now, before I put my sterile gloves on, before I start anything, I'm going to come over to my patient. I'm going to give him 100%. I'm going to give him a couple of breaths. And I simply take this off, inner cannula out, this one in, reattach him to the ventilator, and now I can do all of my cleaning, but he's still getting his breath. And because this is red, I know this is a temporary inner cannula, and I know I'm going to have to switch it back. So now, again, I can use all of these things, my weak solution. Now my patient is still on the ventilator, and I can still go in under here and clean in there. I can get rid of this one. I can get one of these things, and I can clean inside these little crevices here.
I guess it doesn't matter if whatever you're wiping gets on this one because you're taking it out and putting the new one in.
Right.
Okay. What's the
I
worst that could
have
happen?
clean pieces of gauze. I can fold this over, dip this in, and I can clean his neck because his neck's going to get all excoriated. I usually have 5 or 6 pieces of this, and once I'm done, I can dry him off to make sure I don't leave his neck wet. Now I can remove this. What do I do with my... Put my new inner cannula in. How long did that take?
Now,
How long was he off the oxygen? How long was he off the ventilator?
well, my question is, now, Warren, like when you take out that inner cannula and you're disconnecting him from the vent, that inside that you were saying tends to get mucus and gunk in it. You really can't get to that because
Well, no, because you want that, because I'm not going to leave him off that too long. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to, like I said, you're not going down in there. You're just going around these edges. And now he's back on his ventilator.
Oh, so you want to keep the tube kind of
Yeah.
still in there? Okay.
You're not going to go down in that hole with anything.
Yeah.
How often do you do this?
8 hours.
Oh, what did you say? I'm sorry. Q8 hours.
Oh, Q8.
And that's with the disposable, right?
Any of them.
Any of them? Okay, so if it was non-disposable, you would just soak the,
I would throw it in here and let it soak,
and then replace it.
and then replace
Okay.
it. So let it soak, and then before I replace it, what I do with the stupid brush? Clean it out, because now it's just soaking in here while I'm doing everything else. This thing has been soaking the whole time I'm doing whatever I'm doing. If you've ever seen this, it's kind of like when you pour peroxide on a wound. It kind of bubbles and foams, and you have all this mucusy stuff. So you simply have to scrub it out, literally, to get all the mucus and gunk and stuff out of there. Then you can rinse it, because this is the one that's just sterile water or saline. Make sure you shake it so that you don't have any droplets on there that's going to go back in the patient's airway, and then replace it.
Do you dry it off with like a nothing? Just shake it.
Remember, you don't want to get anything on here like pieces of gauze.
So if there's still water stuck in it,
Just keep
okay.
Yeah, on that.
Mary, it's not every 8 hours for the cannula.
Hmm?
You're not changing a cannula every 8 hours, are you?
Yes.
Cleaning it.
If it's a disposable, you'll notice if they have this kind with the disposable inner cannula, you will find that they will have a whole box of disposable inner cannulas at their bedside. I don't know how much those things cost.
I was going to say, they can't cost that much if you're doing it every 8 hours.
And you have to check that you're putting
No,
the
but
right
I did
size
notice
in.
that in that room that we were in, Mary, they had them stacked. There's actually 2 boxes because they were disposable.
It'll
But
have to
then
match
the
the
doctor
side.
Yeah.
transferred it over to
Right.
Pull them off the oxygen, check the size, and then make sure it matches the size before you do that.
Say that again?
You have to check the size. Right?
Oh yeah, because all of your
You can
trachs
see the
have
size
it.
on the
The size is right on the flange on every single trach. You should be able to see the size right on here.
Okay.